Two-time Olympian. Okay. I feel like we're missing one.
Man, you know why I want my definitely have to own that.
Timothy Weah. Philip Bleedy.
Could I ask a favor if my delivery gets here? Thank you.
You got food?
Just making sure. I don't want to be out there.
Did y'all want to mention Endo Champ or
India champ? Yeah, we can talk about India champ. Yeah, we can talk about bodybuilding and stuff.
bodybuilding? Okay.
And then we can talk about boxers too. Like
This guy, that's a
guy
guy.
he went to the Olympics. What his name, man? Oh shit. What did my boy name, man? Marcus Brown. Marcus Brown, he went to the Olympics. Like doing that kicking MMA stuff, right? What his name? I got him on Instagram, but I don't know his name either. Marcus Brown, boxer.
And then I got another one. My little cousin Phil Bleedy. He's in he's on the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah, Phil. How Phil doing? He playing this year?
Yeah, he was playing. I feel like I think he's like a second string, to be honest. But he nice. He gonna get his shine. Cause that boy.
Cause he was a walk on too.
Yeah, that boy been a problem since he was like 9. That boy has always been big, always been a bully. I said, yeah, he got to play football. Football was the best thing that happened to him.
That brother was big as hell too, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that beginning when I used to date Rachel. That's our little cousin now.
Yeah, that's her family.
That's BB's big girl's kids, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Must be in the house over there. Big man in there. Hmm? Oh, the guy, right? The MMA guy. Is the Elliot doing sports at what or not?
Yeah, they are doing sports.
The Bell Icon. Who pays this Bell Icon page?
Some dude from one of my people from Rwanda.
In Liberia?
Yeah.
You do like promotion out there too, right?
Yeah, a lot of links.
Mm-hmm. Follow me, I'm about to follow him back.
Yeah, but we'll talk about what I've been project now. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
So we are. Had to wear my boy Smith today.
How you gonna be? What's the JP?
Warren Smith? Yeah, they're the best.
I couldn't find my Saquon Barkley one. I really wanted to wear my Saquon Barkley jersey.
If I was you, I won't wear no Sean Barkley.
Actually, I lied. I'm not wearing Saquon Barkley because Saquon Barkley made me miss $1,700.
Yeah, 22 yards.
22 fucking yards. I put a 15 legger in. 14 out of 15 that shit. I was about to get $1,700 off of $5, bro.
They got 22
Bro,
yards.
That shit pained me bad,
Sean
bro.
Barkley had 22 yards.
I dropped a tear on Sunday. I ain't gonna hold you. I was out eating seafood. I didn't even finish the seafood. Like that's how distraught I was. I couldn't
I ain't gonna lie to you about this gambling
to
shit.
The Cowboys.
This gambling shit is more of a stress than the money is worth, bro.
We was at 21-0. 20 seconds on the clock. I fell asleep at that part. Took a
From
nap.
before the first half, right?
Yeah, took a nap. Woke up to the Barkley situation.
I
happening. I got so mad. I was like, why would you wake me up right now?
I literally was like, and I feel like during this game, I didn't take watching the game serious, so I didn't even notice. I didn't even notice these niggas was coming back.
Yeah, why would you pay attention?
What?
It's the Cowboys. We're destined now.
No, man.
We still won in my book.
It's all right. We better not lose on Friday.
Do we play Friday the Bears?
Yeah, we play the Bears. We both 8-3.
Bears
So
on shit now.
For real.
Hi. Welcome back to In the Fries. My name is Smitty Stokes. I got my favorite Phillies jersey on. Joel, you want to tell us what you're wearing?
So right now I got this jersey on me. It's called Braveheart Warriors. This is like something special to me because my nephew passed away, Ephraim, and my dad decided to do something great for him. So he bought all these jerseys, bought like 500 worth of jerseys. And then like 500 pieces, not 500 worth, my bad. He bought jerseys, bought soccer cleats, and he's doing like an academy representing my nephew. See on the back of it, it says his name on the back of it. You can see.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the name on the back of it. This is what I'm rocking today. Yep. So it's Ephraim Academy basically that we running in Liberia.
That's what's
And
up.
then
That's what's
JC,
up.
she got the other Smith on.
You already know. The biggest eagle.
Devontae.
The biggest eagle.
The tiniest one really
The
low
biggest
key.
Jew.
The tiniest
Good
one
time
low
is
key.
here.
The Cowboys with the Cowboys.
Supporting the biggest team in the NFL, the best team in the NFL.
But
Yes,
what happened on Sunday? Like
We got too comfortable.
Yeah.
you guys scored 21 points in the
You
first.
guys, what
in
are
the
you?
in the first. Who me? I don't attach my emotions to those type of things. 'Cause
So you're
those
not an
things-
Eagles fan?
I'm not no fan, no team.
Nothing spoke. I don't want to see you at a parade.
I'm
then.
just-
I don't want to see
I'm
you.
just-
Yeah.
I'm just
And
a-
none of the
when
team
we
that-
win the Super Bowl, don't come.
I'm just a better. That's what I am. Who said would make me money? That's all I am.
Did you make any money?
Hell no. Barkley had 22 yards.
Yeah, Barkley, I'm not gonna lie. My boss up again. You really did me bad.
22
very
yards,
bad.
my brother.
22.
As
Come
an
on,
NFL
man.
player, my man.
But
As
Hurts
a,
had 2 touchdowns. Like, if you think about it in parlay aspect, if you would have went Hurts for 2 touchdowns and then Brown, was it AJ Brown,
Brown
got
had
one?
a touchdown.
That would have been a crazy. That would have been a
Definitely.
crazy income right there.
it definitely would.
I'm still thinking about my
Yeah.
15-legger, bro.
Stop putting in 15-leggers. How about that?
It was green. You're not expecting Saquon Barkley to run for 22 yards.
no, not at all.
Best-
Dang.
one
Did
of the best
he catch
runners in
anything or no?
NFL.
Did he catch or no?
It's
I
crazy
think he caught like
because
50.
he had
50 yards.
he had more yardage receiving
Yeah.
than rushing.
Yeah,
What's
Sometimes
going
with him,
on?
you got to do receiving and
Yeah, he had
rushing.
50. He had 50.
Even Jalen
Yeah.
Hurts had 33 yards running.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that would have been a good game to bet on Jalen.
It actually was though.
Yeah.
2 touchdowns. He had over 250
20.
yards. He had
Yeah.
290
250
passing
throwing?
yards. He has 290 passing yards. And that's why I don't understand how we lost. All our numbers was good.
But
Dirk
when you think about
Prescott-
games that we win,
Dirk
Jalen
Prescott
don't
and
throw the
Pickens.
ball that much.
Them
Man.
two boys, they got mad at it. What's going on?
Yeah, they definitely got mad. But
got
I had
mad,
Pickens
didn't
down for a touchdown, so he made my ticket green too.
Nah, he nice. Pickens,
Yeah,
I ain't
he's
gonna
nice.
lie. A good
But-
player.
Well, as you can tell, today's episode is going to be about sports and all the analysts on it and how, sports is weaved into our core culture as Liberians. We're going to be talking about a few different legends like George Weah, Alvin Kamara. Who does Kamara play for again?
The Saints.
The Saints.
Yeah, he be making me money. I'm not going to lie. Kamara make me good change.
No, Alvin needs to make me money because he hasn't yet. Anytime I have him down for a
Yo,
touchdown,
I swear. You said touchdown. My man, my yards, my man. Sometimes I can put Alvin down for 30
anytime
yards,
I
bro.
put Alvin Kamara, listen, you need to score.
No, you
Get a
talking
score.
about squad. I can put a man down for 50 yards sometimes. Make him even go past 50.
Yeah,
I can
man,
be
like
damn
come on,
fast
bro.
with
You
him.
got that country blood. You better run
Bro,
over these niggas.
I mean, I'm Biggie,
Stop
my man. I
playing,
know what's
man.
going on, man. I know you went to Paris. You're on your fashion stuff, my brother. But I beg you, please. They're mine.
Yeah,
depending
man,
on it.
yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Seriously,
Yeah,
though.
I beg you, my man.
But what are we talking about today? We're talking about sports also in our culture, in the Liberian culture. And I'm not going to lie, I'm very excited to talk about this because I was a sports guru growing up. And I felt like Liberians, because we're going to talk about our own people, our parents did not see the impact that sports could have had on our lives. They probably really wasn't worried about it. The lack of support, coming to games and taking sports serious. Everything was about book. Liberian people don't know anything else
Beyond
but
that, yep.
book. They don't know about any other trades, nothing else in life that's going to get you far other than books. So when it comes to the Liberian culture in sports, I feel like it so sucks. It so sucks, and we raise our children to be very strong, and they can really excel in sports.
It's interesting you say that. Who is that tall guy in basketball, the Asian guy? Yao Ming.
Yao Ming?
I mean,
You know his parents were both on the Olympic team, and they made them get married. There was the tallest woman on the Olympic team, and he was the tallest man on the Olympic team.
See, I never knew that.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
wow.
crazy. That's crazy. That's about sports,
They
right?
bred that man. They made him.
That's crazy. About
Yeah.
sports, Tamba Hali, right? Kansas City Chief, Hall of Fame in the Kansas City Chief, whatever they got going over there, organization, right? You know, Tama's story, basically, Tama came from Liberia, never played football in her whole entire life.
Right.
Came to America in Jersey, played football, was one of the best. He went in the first round, I think he went as number 6. He went to Penn State. From Penn State, then he got drafted in the NFL as the number 1 round. And he played football for 12 years with the Chiefs. I think he made it to Pro Bowl for like 3 times. Like he was like, so imagine like that story. Like our parents need to kind of understand, like you just said, the problem with having our people, the only thing they see at school, me, even as all the things I've achieved in my life, right? My family never seeing it as I did something amazing because I didn't graduate from college. I didn't walk, like they didn't have to put the lapa down to be dancing.
They didn't get
and
the little moment.
they didn't get to do the party. No matter like how much you succeed in our culture, education go over everything. And I don't know why. And sports play a major role in changing, building countries, because a lot of like athletes from like Nigeria, these different African countries, thig guys going back building big condos, apartments, doing academies, doing a lot of amazing things to change their infrastructure. So we Liberians, we got to get to a space where we kind of be like, yo, maybe we need to start doing things a little different.
Definitely
have
do.
actual programs for the children and for the youth when it comes to these sports, not just over here in America, but back home. Because I don't know, but I feel like soccer is the one sport that they can take serious to some extent. But you have to think, there's soccer, there's football, there's baseball, there's track. These people are touching so many things on the side. And you sometimes, you have the triple threaders, the people who play basketball, who run track, and who play football. Not in high school, I'm talking about real life career. Not to say, what is that guy? Is it Master P?
Master.
Master P, right?
Yeah, he's a basketball
Play
player.
ball.
Oh, someone did basketball and football and baseball. Is that Deion Sanders?
Yeah, Deion Sanders did it too. Michael Jordan did it too. And then
No, Michael Jordan did baseball.
Yeah,
Bo
Jackson.
Yeah.
And then it's crazy, you know the kid Patrick Mahomes. He was a good baseball player in college.
I believe it.
Yeah,
Even
he was dope.
even Blankenship and what's our other guy, Cooper DeJean. They were dope basketball players before they became football players. Like they can dunk and all that. Like they
Yeah,
always say white
LeBron.
man
I think
can't
LeBron
dunk,
James was a crazy football player too.
but Allen Iverson.
Yeah,
Now,
right?
Allen Iverson, he was a fire quarterback too. Like he was really,
Allen
really
Iverson
nice.
was a quarterback? For
Yes,
who?
he
I think high
back
school,
in the
right?
day,
High
yo,
school.
he was fire. Like he was like the running quarterback. Like he was really, really fire. But like honestly, like just being in a Liberian household, like for me, I would have to say like basketball was always a part of my upbringing with my parents because my dad played basketball, his dad played basketball, and my sister also played basketball. So I started playing basketball at like 3. But I feel like as I gotten older, they didn't understand it until other people were noticing, like, okay, like coming to sit down to my parents, like, listen, we want your kid to come to our school, scholarships, Princeton Day School, the Hun
see the
School,
dollar.
like, yeah. So like they didn't get it until they were just like, wait, people are really coming to ask about this girl playing basketball. Like, maybe let me go and chop out a couple games. Literally, the other day, it's so funny. I was just arguing with my mom. She trying to remodel the house and stuff. I have like I took over a whole China. I got probably like over 50 trophies from like basketball and things like that. She trying to put all my trophies in a box. I said, are you crazy? Like my
so
fun.
you want to do the truth?
What
Just
do you
keep it
mean?
over there.
So
like,
it's
huh?
supposed to be there for y'all to see. What are you talking about? But it's just like things like that. Like they don't take importance to that. Like they don't really care. But trust me, if it was a degree, if it was a scholastic award, it would never move.
They'll have their own award. It
would never move.
Never
It
move.
would have had its own spot. But
Super
just like
crazy.
this should show like they don't really like they don't tap into it. And it's just like sports build character. Sports
Anything
builds
competitive,
teamwork.
that's what I was about to
Discipline.
say.
Like
Yeah.
it really grows discipline. And I'm not saying this like you can look at a regular kid and look at a student athlete
yeah.
and how they act and how they maneuver in the world and how they operate. It's because we was taught early how to work together as a team because we wanted to win. So like we use the things that we learned in sports on our everyday lifestyle. And I'm not gonna say like we're better than some people, but you know.
No, I do say it creates
toot my own
discipline.
horn.
My friend who ran track, he is very like, even in his old age, still has to go to the track at night, still has to have that. And then
Yeah,
when
like
you
we
look
have a
at-
routine.
Yeah,
Definitely.
then the regular day-to-day life, just how you guys are ambitious on certain things and reaching goals. It's like, it's amazing, honestly,
sports-
to be an athlete.
The sports teach you how to like do something that you know that's going to be beneficial to you, even though if you don't want to do it.
Yeah,
Like
or
that's
even
what
extreme
that's
for
what
the possible.
that's what sports really do for you. And like we talk about sports, right? And when it comes to Liberia and Liberian culture, like what we said the other day, one of the most impactful Liberian I've ever been in our society, our age, George Weah. He was it came from sports.
Right.
They said like Joe Weah's story back in the day in Clarytown. They said Joe Weah was this poor 7-year-old that couldn't really afford nothing. All he did, he would play Mawa. My papa would tell me a little bit of the story because this guy called Tanu, back in the day, he was a superstar. He was like, that's the guy that Joe Weah looked up to, and he was Tanu. He lives in Minnesota right now. So basically, Weah was this Peking, where on the opportunity, he just waited for, I think they said around like 3 o'clock, he would play Mawa during the day. Around 3, he went to go play soccer, and he became one of the greatest soccer player. And thing about sports, right? Sports is one thing, basically, no matter what family you come from, no matter where you come from, it's something you can exceed in due to your hard work, due to your ability and the gift from God, right? That's what we all was able to do and was able to shine light on our culture. So we need to kind of get to a space where we start to put program in place that we will focus on things that could build this country and be able to shine some kind of light on us, because our own atmosphere right now is dark, super dark.
Yeah, I would definitely have to agree on that. But speaking of George Weah, something that I've always wondered, why does he not have a soccer academy in Liberia?
I think for me, right, one thing I always do about myself, right, like when I always ask a question, why is somebody not doing something, I always try to think about all the messed up shit I had to do dealing with people. Like trying to do something good for people.
You was the president of a whole country.
No, but hear me.
I think you could be able to open up a soccer academy.
No, but hear me right quick. Before he became a president, that people are saying why he didn't do this around that time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because when you become a president, the kind of work you got, you got too much. You got to worry about the day-to-day people.
Ain't president now?
You have to worry about
No,
people.
no, he's not.
You have to worry about people eating. You got to worry about real like people making
But
it to
don't
another
you-
day, right? So you as a president, that to forget about before he became president. That worry about before he became president, right? Him as an individual, right? I think he probably been through a lot of shit with our people. We know how our people can operate. So me, I never asked another Liberian man, why are you not doing something? Because I know my people.
I mean, I'm going to ask
But
you
those are the
why,
people in
because
leadership.
regardless of our people been putting us through a lot of shit, because me and you ourselves, our Liberian people, put us through shit, but that does not take away from what I would want to do. And the reason why I'm using him as an example, right? Because before George Weah was the president, he was already on an international scale for being one of the greatest football players ever, right? If you have a platform like that, it will only make sense to me. I'm not saying that he doesn't have his reasons. It will only make sense to me for you to have some type of soccer academy, not even a soccer academy, or do some type of workshop in Liberia once a year. You get what I'm saying? To try to shine light on the younger Liberians that are there that was just like you when you were 7 years old playing marbles and became great. There's people in Liberia that need that exposure too. And you already have connections with other great football players. You're up there with Messi and Ronaldo. Again, I personally feel like he could do something once a year. I'm not saying that you got to have a school, but even if, look at Michael Blackson. Michael Blackson ain't do half of the shit that George Weah has done, and he done built the school. What about you?
Nah, but maybe, right?
And this is me. This is just me. My
You're
opinion.
not wrong.
You can say this is a public flunking to George Weah.
Nah, you're not wrong
but
about that.
If you are saying that you are the greatest African player there was, and I agree with that, it should be shown in your country. Point.
But
period.
I think
regardless of whatever happened,
what we are, right?
back and forth. It should show.
No, but I think what we are, right? Like as we sit here, we don't know, right? Because one thing I realized about my Liberian people, they don't publicize like good things people do, right? They only gonna publicize. So maybe we had like these different workshops going on in that space. These different like once upon a time he would come like was a part of like he would participate with the team Like he will come down, he will motivate them. Maybe he will give
Yeah, I
somebody
seen that,
money.
yeah. I definitely seen that during-
So I'm gonna tell you, maybe he did all these things we think he didn't do, right? But one thing about my people, one thing I realized about them, right? They're only gonna publicize the negative things that you do as an individual. They're not gonna be like, oh, that person doing good, that put him up like this. So maybe as we can sit on this couch,
Hold on.
and we can think about it, maybe he did a lot of those amazing things.
He said, as of early 2025, reports from Liberia indicated that George Weah, a former president of the nation, stated that he has passed the stage of building a personal football academy.
So he passed the stage.
He passed the stage.
Means maybe he tried to do it.
He passed the stage of building a football academy in your beloved country that you were the
Yeah,
president of, and you are also known worldwide for being one of the greatest African soccer players.
So what I'm saying, right?
He attends an Italian club. There's an Italian club that his son has that been going to since 2013 that he goes and assists.
Yeah. So like I said,
I have a big problem with that.
no, but he did this. No,
big problem with that.
but Weah did the same. Weah assists people in Liberia. The
Again.
reason Liberian people love Weah, right?
They do love-
because
and I'm
Weah,
not
not
disputing
because
that.
Weah became one of the biggest football player. And for example, let me give you an example right now, right? We just talked about Tamba Hali, right? Big NFL player, right?
Right. And look what Tamba Hali's
We
doing
just talk
back
about
in
him.
Liberia.
No, but hear me right quick. We talk about Weah, right? Big soccer player. Why do you think that the people of Liberia love Weah, right? Because when Weah became a big soccer player, Weah went back to Liberia and he touched the people. He helped people. He did stuff with them. He hung with them. He get them money. He get them rice. He did stuff for Liberia. So for Liberian people to be like, oh,
This nigga talking about giving money and rights.
rights.
I'm talking about longevity, bro.
No, but he helped. He helped the people in a way that they requested help. Like you just said, like in Africa, sports is not a big thing.
Okay.
So you think Liberian person in Liberia, they put in what they didn't advocating for their children in sports? They're not.
But
But we're
the
talking
point of
about
having
the
the
George Weah. The George Weah that, because like you said, right? I've seen him go and play soccer or shoot a couple hoops, but that was during his presidency. That was for publicity.
No, he did it too when he was normal.
Let's put handle to handle. Most things that people politically do are for the public eye. I'm not disputing about what he did in his private time. I'm just looking at from what I see. The simple fact that, yes, we as Liberian people don't take sports seriously, but look at the success that he had. If I'm just speaking to me, if I was a mother and I know that George Weah is coming to Liberia and is doing a clinic for a week with some kids, right? And I know this man is the greatest African ball player. He now was a president of a whole country. I'm taking my kid to that John. So you can't really sit here and be like, oh yeah, nobody's gonna take it serious. But it is the George Weah. We're not talking about Tamba Hali. And shout out to Tamba Hali because I've seen the shit that you've been doing in Liberia. Shout out to you. But we're talking about the George Weah who moves a whole country. You trying to tell me that he can't do an academy out there, people not gonna come?
I'm saying how people relate to these two people. I'm not saying Thomas doing what he know what to do.
For sure.
He's good. He done a lot of amazing things in Liberia. He done the same thing that he giving people things. He done a lot of good stuff in Liberia. He tried to help Liberian artists. People burn them, and he have done a lot of amazing things. So I'm telling you, these people that are doing these amazing things, right? We are dealing with people in the space, right? You have to understand how Liberians are, right? Liberians are selfish set of people, right? They don't think beyond themselves. So a lot of families in Liberia, they're not thinking about their children here. They're thinking about themselves, you get? So if somebody like we are kind of Liberia, don't say, oh, we are, instead of you giving us rest, take the money and go to academy. No.
But
that's what I'm talking about.
But what if that's not an option?
So are you saying the excuse that we can't help
just
because we're hungry?
Just hold on for a second, right?
In
order for you to help, if you want to help somebody, right, you got to help them. You got to meet them where they're at. That's how you help people. So I can say, oh, I'm not gonna get this way you're asking me for. I will go do this because I know in the nation that we live in, it would make sense. But over there, that's why I want you to go over there. I can't wait till you go over there, JT.
So you're trying to tell me if I came and said I have 100 cleats in an African country where soccer is the number one sport, right? You're trying to tell me that the Omar going to say, no, my child is not going to go get cleats over there to play for the week. I want rice instead.
The Omar would say, that's good, nothing to do for my son to go play football. My son will go to school. I'm telling you,
okay,
get
and that's where we get back to the purpose
and then that cleats will get
not taking
yeah, that cleats will get
seriously.
sold. That cleats will probably get sold for them to buy what they want to eat. You get simple. I'm telling you, our people, in order for us to help Liberians, right?
So you feel like Liberians, we just in survival mode. I don't want to get off topic,
that's
but
it. We need,
everything
we need
over there is in survival
what
mode.
we need to do, right? We that understand these things, right? How you understand, I don't understand it, right? We need to go back over there, right?
Right.
And put down, create these motions of things, right? Where we want to fight back. When a bunch of people fighting back at something, it brings change. But we are that one person. Everybody around here want to eat money. You think they're going to encourage you to make a decision like that? No, they won't. So we have people. One thing I realized, right? I always try to put myself in a space where when I'm asking somebody, bro, why you not doing this? I always be like, yo, if you ever try to do something like this before and you see how people push back, how to push back. So we gotta just be like, yo, we gotta figure how we can do it now. Since he tried the way he tried and it didn't work, let's try to do something ourselves as Liberians.
Yeah, but I think that's where we are right now with having. I think that's where we are right now with having the open conversation. It can't always be because we can't do. Nigeria lacks in certain ways, and they still do.
And I feel like I'm actually over we getting pushback because, again, I feel like for me, and this is the reason why I love being Liberian. I'm always gonna push Liberian culture because I could have stopped years ago because of pushback and things like that. But if you really have the love for your country, to see your country do better, you keep on going. You keep on trying. You keep on doing other avenues. And again, I'm not going to keep on speaking on something that I don't know because I didn't do my research and see what George Weah did or not. But I'm pretty sure if George Weah would have started something with soccer in Liberia, maybe 12 years ago when maybe he was in that light of doing that, it would have probably been way further now. And I'm just saying because there's going to be so many kids there that was going to take it serious because it was George, just the name, George Weah Soccer Academy. Well, he wouldn't have had to be there half of the time. But just knowing that this man, he has planted his foot in a international realm of soccer, I feel like there are people, everybody in Liberia is not naive. There are some people that are looking at the way that America works and other ways works that still wants to, tap into that.
We can say, George Weah has not done this or this person has not done this, but there are some notable academies in Liberia. So I'm going to read them and shout them out because I don't want people to think we're saying, we lack in all. We do not lack. We have. So we have the LEAD Monrovia Football Academy. You have the Professional Sports Academy, PSA. You have Africa Sport Academy. You have the Grassroots Football Academy, Roberts Sports Academy, Jacobtown Football Academy, and First Touch Sports Academy. That's about 6 to 8.
That's good.
Soccer academies right there.
That's good,
really,
but
that's really amazing.
That's a great thing, but this is my point, right? Who is going to be that point of contact to reach out to people that have the connections that they need? That's my biggest problem.
So
I feel like
Liberians, right? JT, one problem we're having right now is management, right? You can set anything up you want to set over there. Management is the issue because an individual like that, right, has a name. He's not just gonna go drop something in a location and understand the way that it's supposed to be ran is not gonna be ran like that because of the people, right?
I'm not talking about how it's being ran. I'm just talking about how people are going to get exposed.
Any management, any management, and also need us when it comes to sports, right? Like we talk about all these guys, like they got young guys like Gus Edwards, they got guys like Kitty. They got these new guys in the NFL right now, right? Mm-hmm. So
downstairs, I think.
They have a group chat, right? Basically, where with all these guys, Alvin Kamara, George Weah's son, Timothy Weah, Kitty, Gus Edwards, all these people in this chat, right? Producers, top-notch producers, engineers in LA, artists, they in the chat, right? Mm-hmm. In this chat, what they trying to do, they're trying to figure out how to actually, Indio Champ, all of them, trying to figure out how to actually be able to put plans together and plays together, right? But the problem they're having, right, is bro, our people, because remember, I took Gus Edwards to Liberia last year. No, this year, April, we went. Mm-hmm. Took Gus to Liberia, right? Navigating through Liberia, trying to figure stuff out. Our people in Liberia, the only thing they respect, right? The only thing they respect Liberian people, if you're taking money from your pocket, you're giving it to them. Anything else, they ain't care for it. So that's why I want you to go Liberia so you can understand what happened in all that. So and then when we come back on the chair again, the conversation will be totally different. Then we'll have a conversation on how to move forward instead of trying to figure out what the problem is. Because the problem right now is the management problem, the understanding problem. We need to do summits. We need to do these different things, how to kind of educate the people how to change their way of thinking. Because the people are not bad people. They just been operating out of a system that been working for them, but it's not working for the country. It works for them, but it's not working for the country. So when we talk about sports, we talk about all these amazing things that can change people's life. We need to figure out how to channel it, the way to do things over there, basically.
So everything basically is money driven. I mean, again, I still feel. Of course, everything is money driven, but I still feel like in certain niches, I feel like you just got to keep on trying. In my opinion, yes, I know our country people. You know, they're hard to deal with sometimes, but I feel like people are hard to deal with regardless of whatever your ethnicity is.
I think there needs to be a cleansing. I think the ideology of the old ways are slowly dying out. And that's, as long as we keep having these type of conversations, it's easier to form the newer generation. It's not going to happen in our generation. It's just an impossibility. But we can pray that what the work we do in and put in for our children, it can at least be better for their generation. So we can't keep talking about how grandma and grandpa messed us up and they won't buy our cleats. We have to, at a certain point, buy the cleats. Right. Just say F the system.
Right. Yeah, so track, right? For like track and field, that kind of tune into that right quick, right? So that's so basically when my nephew passed because he ran track and all these things, so my sister is working on a project where she's gonna build like a standard complex with a 6-lane track, right? So the idea behind that is basically because all the kids that represent Liberia in the Olympics, they from America. They live in America, you understand? But you in Africa where you have fast kids, but these kids don't have people training them to go be able to run track. Like they have no program put in place. You get what I'm saying to you? Like, because like look at Jamaica. Look at the fastest people in the world. From Jamaica. Jamaica's a third world country, poor country. Just like our own place. So, like, we got to stop making excuses and start holding ourselves accountable, right, for why things are not working in that space. Not because they're playing get money or because of war. And we blame everything on that war there.
No, it don't have nothing to do with the war, but even for, like, the track, right, because, like you said, the track stars that we have that was on the Olympics team, shout out to Thelma Davis.
Big up Thelma, yeah.
Who else? Emmanuel Matadi, shout out to you guys. It will be imperative now, right, that whatever skills that they were able to obtain,
for them to go teach them kids.
Go and teach these kids, and that's the purpose. It should be for anybody who makes it to that level, or even to a college level. Even myself, if I later on in life, I want to have a basketball academy because I was really good. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have to make it to the WNBA level. I made it to the college level, but I know. I know the ins and outs of being a basketball player. So it's not even you having to get to that heights. It's just about you having love for the sport and love for the people that are less fortunate to want to help them. So that's what also goes back to us going back home and helping in the areas that we know how to help with. So for example, right, Tamba Hali, he's a football player. I feel like Tamba Hali should be in there teaching kids how to play football.
They got a flag football league that he been working on.
You see, things like that. That makes sense. You know what I'm saying? And that's the reason why I go back to the whole George Weah point. You having this this is something that you love to do and that you're an expert in now. Start teaching, try to do something to teach. Or even, it don't even have to do with that. He doesn't have to, he's not the only person that knows how to play soccer, that he knows.
The academy being under his name would hold a lot
of... That's my biggest thing, right? Hold on,
think about the kids that would come from other countries now that's
exactly.
Adding,
it's not even about status. George Weah. Let me just say it like this, because George Weah, let me tell you that right now, Bobby, I respect you as a player. Let me just say it right now. But your name alone, it holds weight. So whether he's there or not, I know there's 100 people that he can name that he knows that can teach soccer, bro.
Do you know a lot of people? Like, do you know a lot of like guys left Liberia and went to Europe and made Calvin Singme? They had another guy called Sekou Jabate. Sekou Jabate was one of like the most like a young guy, right? He went to Europe. He played against. I think he dribbled somebody. He played against Real Madrid. Play for some team in Europe. Sekou Diabaté, my boy, I know him.
Mm-hmm.
Cool guy. So this is what we need to do too, right? We need to kind of have a real conversation too, right?
Has he ever came back to Liberia to do anything with soccer?
He living there right now, my boy. He living there
I
right
asked you a
now.
question now.
No, he living
Mr. Diabaté, because you
Sekou
know what? That
Diabaté.
name sound familiar. I think I heard somebody rap about him before.
Yeah, my boy.
So what he did now?
So no, that's what I'm saying. We Liberian people, right? We need to kind of be able to help one another, right?
Give back.
So no, he did. He did. When Sekou got up, right? Sekou helped a lot of people.
You talking about monetary wise?
Money wise, yeah,
Okay.
he did. He helped. No, hear me.
How did he help with the sports elevation? How did he teach
that's
the
what
kid
I'm
how to
saying,
kick
right?
the ball?
That's what I'm trying to say, right? What he did, he helped. He came back. He linked with people. He vibed with them. He played with them and things like that. He was a really good person. His family, people in there. That boy was making plenty of money. That boy was sending money to the people you get. The people were just scamming the ball. When the
We
ball
still
left,
ain't touch about nothing
when
that
the
had to do with
no,
soccer.
No, but hear me. In order for him to be able to help, he needed to grow himself, right?
Right.
Put himself in a better position.
Absolutely.
That's when I'm talking about. He was young. He's still young, but he got hurt.
Okay.
So he can't play no more. So the money he made, that's supposed to sustain him to keep him at a certain level so people can respect him, to learn from him, because in order for people to learn from you, they got to respect you, right? So people can just see you in Liberia as a space, right? Like, people ain't got respect, but anyway, in normal people, they're respectful people already. And then you tell them how you make money, and then you lose the money, you're around there, they respect you. So Sekou Diabaté was one of the young guys that was able to leave that country and go play soccer, but he got hurt and he lost a lot. He lost a lot. Because if I remember, the same thing again, a lot of people are bidding horses. They bought, yeah, man. Sekou's stories are really. I think somebody need to do a documentary on Sekou's story.
Sekou Diabaté.
Yeah,
well,
it was a good.
Sekou Diabaté, you feel me? Even though, regardless, again, these people have went to these places, Real Madrid and all these things.
They play ball.
And to play ball, and I bet that you were an amazing player. Now, where is it that you are using?
The man not able to do nothing right now.
He can still coach.
Because the people then took all the man resources that he went and he got.
All you need is a ball in the field.
Literally, and that's what I'm saying, bro. You're making it seem like it's so hard to say, oh, I am doing a free clinic for kids to come and learn how to play soccer.
You know the PSP park that we thought they were giving it for free. You know that $70 to rent it an hour.
70 an hour? What,
yeah.
SKD?
No, PSP Park. US dollars. You think the normal man like able to go rent PSP Park for $70? What's going on in our country right now, right?
It's inflation.
It's super. It's madness, yo. Yeah, it's like we need to get to a space, and then like for Liberia, right? When you go to Liberia, another thing too about the players, they're not respectful, right? They're not like with sports. In order for you to exceed in sports, like you got to be a disciplined individual.
Correct.
That's another thing that's going on with all our brand soccer players. That's why beginning to be so good, but they're not disciplined, so they can't get to that next level.
Right.
So we gotta our culture just rule, you get. So we gotta find a way where we can do something, man. I don't know. God gotta come down from heaven to kind of find a way to help us. But we need some kind of way. Things got to change around here.
I think, I don't want us to, bash people. This whole
No. Honestly, no. It's not even about that. It's just like you said.
Hold on. I want us to end positively. Something inspirational.
But no, we need to explain why Liberians need to invest in these kids being in sports. Not only the sports build character.
You keep telling me I'm not doing it.
No. I'm saying
I'm not gonna do nothing.
No, I'm saying I'm trying to tell people right now why you need to have your children in sports, why you need to be behind them, and why you need to support them while they are playing sports. Do you know how sad it is for your child to be doing a sport and they look in that crowd and they don't see any parents there? Let's really talk about it. It's like you need to support your kids. And I was, sorry to say it, I was one of them. And I thank God every day that I have friends around me that their parents seen the potential in me and they put their arms around me. Literally, I wouldn't even some days I wouldn't even know how I even got a new practice jersey or a new practice setup and things like that because somebody parent already got it for me because they already knew how good I was. They already seen the investment early. Parents, start showing up to your kids' games. Yep. Y'all get off these doubles and be there for your kids because guess what? When it comes down to your child making it, they're going to big up their coaches, they're going to big up their trainers, and they're going to leave you behind. Yeah. Trust me, I've had friends that have done it, that they don't even look twice at their parents because their parents were not there. Be there for your kids. Number 2, sports also sets you up with your character and how you are as a person. It builds great character. Don't see me here because I can cuss people from time to time that I don't have great character. I'm a great team worker. I'm telling you, it really builds you up. Not only does sports build you up, it can also get you into colleges for little or nothing. Instead of you having to worry about taking out loans for your child or you taking out loans, your child can make it by just being good at a sport. Investment. That's also a way to just release stress off of you. Your child is now on a full ride for college. You get what I'm saying? And not only that, I also want to tap in with, I want all athletes, right? Don't only focus on the athlete part. That's why they call it student athlete. Because 9 times out of 10, the ratio for you to make it to the WNBA or the NBA or the NFL, the major leagues, it is very scarce, right? So you also always have to have a plan B. And let me tell you that I'm going to use myself as an example. I did not have a plan B. I just knew I was going to make it to the WNBA. And when I got hurt and I tore my MCL, I literally felt like life was over. I didn't know what to do. Because I forgot about that student part. You gotta also be good at being a student and good at being an athlete. Because if that athlete doesn't work out, you still got good grades to make sure that you get into college and do what you want to do. Yeah, you feel me?
Yeah, what you just said just now that just hit home because my little cousin named Ramar Moores, he made it to the NFL. He played for the Jets, but he got hurt. Right? Mm-hmm. He played in the preseason. He got hurt, so he got cut. And when he went back home, because he spoke at my Memorial Express Summit, he was talking about how depressing it was. Bro. Because he went to Canada. He went to Canada after he got cut to Jets. He went to Canada. He played for one of they even won in the championship game, right? Because he was a punt returning a running back. While returning the punt, he got hurt again. He had some kind of injury that kept occurring. This is what he did though. He turned that pain, right? Right now, he has an academy called New Generation Academy in that Carolina, right? They have track and they have they got their own facility. They got vans. They got next level shit. Like you understand what I'm saying to you?
Carolina. I like stuff like that.
Yeah, so big up to Ramon Morris. I'm saying sports do a lot for you because I play sports. My whole entire life I play sports. I'm very competitive because of sports. Right. Same here. That it disciplined me too to make me understand in order, if you want to get somewhere in life, you got to do things you don't want to do. That's what sports do. With the workout, with the long running, I ran track. Mm-hmm. Up to now, my name stayed at my school, in the Shamden High School for the 4x1 and stuff like that in the record. But for me, I always encourage people to do sports because in Liberia, when you take a look at country in Liberia, right? Basically, sports, a kid that just literally come from anywhere can become somebody. Literally. Yep. You understand what I'm saying to you? So we got Liberian people. I know, what is school business? There's somebody here get master, double, triple, quadruple master. You know what I'm saying? And that master there ain't do nothing for you. I'm sorry. I'm not insulting you. I'm not coming at you, but please let's look at other areas there too in life.
There's other aspects in life.
There's more to life than just school business. I'm begging you. You pay attention to what's going on in the whole time. In other countries, entertainment, sports is building these other spaces. Mm-hmm. Building it. Emmitt Johnson. Yeah, Emmitt Johnson. Yeah.
Let's talk about Emmitt Johnson.
Talk about Emmitt Johnson, definitely.
Well, we're gonna tap in with everybody right now that's Liberian, that's also, has made it thus far in these industries, whether it's NFL, NBA. So you already know we have George Weah. He is the only African that got the Ballon d'Or award, and he is a global icon. Shout out to George Weah, also former president of a whole country.
One of the biggest.
We have Alvin Kamara. He plays for the New Orleans Saints right now. We have Kwity Paye that plays for the Colts. We have Tamba Hali. He's a retired NFL from the Kansas City Chiefs. He has a foundation. I know he tapped into music as well. Shout out to him. We have Gus Edwards. He's on the
He played. He played for the
for the Ravens, right?
And then he went and played for the Revs, huh? Yeah, Charger. Yeah.
Right. We have Alfonso Davis. We have Emmitt Johnson. Emmitt Johnson is he's up for the Heisman, right?
Yeah,
He
Heisman.
is a beast. I'm looking at his yards.
Yes. He is fire. So shout out to Emmitt Johnson. I don't know. You know his Instagram handle or anything? You can look that up right
He plays
now.
for the Nebraska Cornhuskers. This
Okay.
man is killing it. He did what? 63 was his lowest, 124, 165, 129, 103. And then on his receiving, he got 103 for the same game that he got 129 rushing.
Right.
So Emmitt right now,
crazy.
Emmitt right now is in like his division, one of the top running backs.
He in D1.
And
Even
he
Barkley.
and he's a junior too. He's not even a senior in college, and
He not even a senior
he's
yet.
from Minnesota. Minnesota begin and like the beginning is a problem. Like
He's
a,
tiny. He's 5'11", 200 pounds. He's not
he's
really.
He's a problem.
But he's
a problem.
probably strong.
Fast.
And he's fast.
He's
He probably-
fast.
He probably
His speed-
run with speed, bro.
Yeah, he's fast. When he turn that corner, it's over. Emmitt Johnson. So big up to Emmitt Johnson. All my Africans out there, please, we begging you, go and vote for Emmitt Johnson to be a Heisman runner-up. Go and vote for him. Go on his page or go on the Heisman Trophy page, whatever. That's the biggest college football award in the whole entire world. So please, Africans, we're not just narrowing it down to Liberians. All my
All
Africans.
West Africa, please call.
West
Whole entire
Africa.
Africa.
But we
This is going to be
need-
the first African
But we
in
definitely
the whole entire
need
world to win that.
we need Liberians to put their hands together
Definitely.
and vote for this kid because he's also going to represent us. You hear exactly where he's from. So you know he's a real Bonner man. He's from Minnesota. So you already know he's gonna big up his country. So definitely put your hands around him. Go and look up the Heisman Award and see how great of an award it is. Even the man that I got on my chest right now, shout out to Devonta Smith.
He was a
He's a
Heisman?
Heisman Award winner
That's lit.
as well. So you feel me? Shout out to my boys, shout out to my Eagles. You already know what's going on.
Yeah.
But yes, and we do have some other players too that made it that's in the NFL. I got my little cousin, shout out to Thomas Schorber. He was a draft pick for the NBA's championship team for the OKC Thunder.
OKC, yeah, it was a big
and
one.
also another one of my young boys, big shout out to Lil Phil Bleedy. He's playing right now for the Tennessee Titans. So there are Liberians that are making changes, that are making their marks in here. We have to start paying attention to them and let push Charlotte Robinson to the side. Thank you.
Let's shout out and go. Let's shout out and go take a seat,
They ain't
man.
gonna take a seat small, man.
Let's go sit down in the back of the bus, small man.
It's all right, but anytime I'm
Back
on
of the bus
it, anytime I'm
is
on it live, you know what I can do? I can just be like book good time JT for 2026. Since be 700 people tune into the live, I can make sure I can see my name. Book good time JT for y'all events
Y'all
coming
put in the
up.
comments.
You feel me? Oh yeah, every single time I see a lady on live, I go on her comments.
I ain't gonna lie, yo. Like they got a whole they got their own community on that thing, bro.
No, we're
I'm
rap too.
yo.
Every time I see a Liberian live, like I'll be scrolling on TikTok and like I just hear the voice. I just get out before somebody see my name. I don't.
Nah, but also too, shout out to Timothy Weah too.
Oh yeah,
Can't forget
big
about
one.
Timothy Weah,
Yo,
man.
Timothy Weah balling too. Oh.
He balling.
He
Balling.
scored in the World Cup, the last World Cup
Yeah,
we
he
had.
balling.
He scored.
Big up
I
to
was
Timothy
hyped as
Weah,
hell.
man.
Period.
And big up to you, my boy. And we support you.
Timothy, when you ready for local Liberia, yes, you could do the academy under your name. Not just sport. We
Nah,
got another
he
Weah
just-
coming
nah,
up.
it's
No, but he
respect
just
for
went there.
like
He
20
went there. He did a lot of amazing stuff.
You feel me? Yeah, but I'm just saying, my whole point is this: that if you're in these spaces, keep on doing it because it's going to be another Liberian kid that's going to be good, and now you also be like, yeah, I did that. He came from my academy, and it is going to keep on going like that. If we don't start now and start making it a thing and start making our Liberians in sports a big thing, they're not gonna get it. Everything is not about the money and things like that, but it's more to it. It's definitely more.
There's more.
It's more
my
to it, bro.
grandpa.
I'm
Let's
telling you,
Let's
sports.
stop being selfish all day, man.
To this day, people still talk about me playing sports, and I haven't played sports in about to be a decade now. So just imagine, like, sports can take you far in the connections.
Do a summer league for the kids.
I do. I actually do coach. I coach Winter League basketball, so I definitely do give back. And again, because I'm so busy.
What's the team? What's the league? Give the people. The
So
information.
in Trenton, we have a co-ed league. Is ran by the city of Trenton.
That's
So
beautiful.
and also my cousin Marmalou, he also does Trenton Talks, and he's another person in the city that
Yeah, that's what I was telling him. I saw him to the first game. I was telling him, my man, you better come back home to Liberia and
Yeah,
do that
but
thing
no, but-
doing for them, bringing people in there.
No, but he will. I
told
feel
him,
like he will.
I told him,
I
I
feel
said,
like he
bro,
will, but-
I looked at him, I said, bro, that team doing for them, American people. You better can't do it for your people because the people they're not your friends, my man. They're not your people.
No, we not.
These American people, and they're not your people, my man.
They not his ethnic people, but they are our people.
No, they're not.
Because one thing,
Not our people
one
right
thing,
now.
one thing about my city, one thing about Trenton,
Nah.
New Jersey, we are going to give.
You know
back
I said that, right?
If we
Do you know I
tap
said that?
in.
Do you know
Why?
I said that? Because the last event they had, right? They had one American man was just vexed with a Peking for no reason. Like, he was so mad, bro, to a point where he was pressing in a way where he wanted to get aggressive. I'm looking at like, yo, this kid literally structured this nice thing for y'all.
Right.
Put this great thing together, and you guys won't fight him for a reason.
Right,
That's why
right,
when I
right.
saw him, I was like, yo, bro, you got to go back home, man. And then
Definitely.
another thing too,
But-
another thing I want to give a shout out to all the dads, right? All the fathers that are in their kids' life. Especially big up to my boy Oscar. He coaching his son. He's coaching some team, major
Ghana Michael,
team.
too.
Ghana Michael. Even though you're not Liberian, but
He's
you're
Liberian by association.
Yeah,
so
big
shout
up to
out, shout out
all
to
y'all,
Ghana
man.
Michael.
Shout out to Job Magazine too, the Liberian
You know
magazine.
what? You made a point. Also, because we are doing that, because there are some
Shout out
Liberians,
to Coach AB.
some Liberians.
Sue,
Shout out
Journal Star, big up to you.
What my boy Charles. Charles also is a coach. I can't think of the school that he coaches for right now, but he is also a person that does soccer. He has he teaches. I think he teaches girls soccer as well. So yeah, we do have people that we are here that once we tap into sports, we love to give back. Like my biggest thing is right now I don't have the time to actually coach like full time, but eventually I will. That's one thing I will always do is have the love for basketball. It's like embedded in me, so I will always come back to it. But yeah, Winter League in Trenton, New Jersey. Every time I always coach. Last year my team actually went to the championship. We lost by 2, but it's okay. We coming back this winter. In the summertime, I definitely will be. You know, this is gonna be a special announcement. I will be looking for girls that would like to play basketball and really take it to another level, because I've noticed right now, I say if I was born in this time, how you know girls basketball is right now, it'd have been finished. Because how aggressive the grit that the females have now that they're playing basketball, we weren't allowed to do that.
Different now.
If anybody has watched me play basketball growing up, I have been kicked out of so many games because of my grit. Because after I just shot the ball and I'm on top of you, yeah, technical foul. Axe. I had so many technical fouls just because like I grew up playing with boys, so my toughness was on a different level.
Nah,
But
the girls that ball
Angel
right now.
Reese, she ain't got nothing on good
All
time.
right,
They used to call me
let the
Debo.
people hear. Let the people hear. Let the people hear.
So yeah.
You're gonna cost Angel Reese on this thing now.
No. No, I love Angel Reese. You see how Angel Reese? No. But you see how Angel Reese play and how they can't take it. I was Angel Reese back in the day.
That white girl. What that white girl name?
Caitlin Clark.
Oh
she
my
don't-
God.
She got a Jimmy. That's all. That's what they
Nah,
good
she ain't
for.
no Joe.
That's it.
Nice. I ain't
know.
gonna lie, huh?
But this
Come
was
on,
the
y'all, let's take our
episode.
picture.
This is the episode. We wrapping it up. You know, Liberian culture and sports. You know, we brought it here. Definitely keep on tapping in. Keep on paying attention to your kids. 'Cause your kid might be the next MJ.
I'm trying to tell you,
You
better
never know.
you better invest in them kids. You
The
better
next
stop
MJ,
playing.
the
Invest in
next
them
Usain
kids.
Bolt.
Investment.
Invest in your kids and invest in sports. We out.
How long was that?
An hour.
An hour?
And like